Welcome back to another practice. Finding ourselves on our mats is always a great place to be. Practicing in your home, wherever you are, finding a quiet place even just to connect and breathe, meditate for 19 minutes, whatever that is for you. Please just know that it can look like anything and everything. It's just a practice. So today we'll come comfortably to a seat and close our eyes to begin to connect. Yoga meaning to yoke, to join, to connect. Presencing to our body, presencing to our breath. Foregoing all thoughts and just letting them float by like little clouds. And coming back to breath. In this place, we practice giving up stories and meanings and significances, what we assign, what we judge, including ourselves, each other, situations. We get to give all of that up right here, right now on the mat. Return to nothing. To that empty space for all creation. Beautiful. Bringing the hands to the heart. Let's take a moment to bring some awareness to gratitude, something, someone that you can be grateful for. Take a moment to bow in honor of the light of that thing, that person, dedicating our practice, holding them with our intention. All right, so we'll start on all fours here in movement. So find yourself firmly rooted, all 10 fingers, kind of the pointer in the middle facing forward, and just find some rounds of cat-cow to inhale, arch, and exhale, curl, round, tuck. Good, inhale to arch, and exhale, curl, round, tuck. Good, twice more, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good, and find some organic movement. You can also flip the palms, whether it's the fists or the back of the palms on the mat, to also stretch out the wrists. Find your organic movement. Let it shake, let it wiggle. Upper body, lower. A couple of cracks is always somewhat normal. And then let's tuck our toes and find a downward facing dog. Same time, some organic movements can occur here, such that you have some rocking of the weight forward and back, pedaling the knees, deep breaths. To bring the hips from one big side, nice side stretch, and then swinging them all the way over to the other side. Good, once more per side. Coming back to the midline. Inhale, lift up super high, tippy toes. Exhale, lower the heels. Twice more. Inhale, lift side. And exhale, lower. Last time, lift high. And this time, walk up to the top of the mat. Nice and forward fold, grabbing opposite elbows. And letting the ragdoll sway from side to side. Find some deep breaths, forward fold, letting everything melt off the shoulders, engage the core, lifting up off the tops of the thighs, and breathe. Good. Good, take an inhale, halfway lift, exhale to fold, and then just melt the right leg back for the wall behind you, coming into a low lunge, and then just dropping into that front leg. Good, find a couple of breaths, feel sensation, melt into the body, lead with the heart, and exhale, flex the toes up for the ceiling, straightening the left leg. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, dive over. Giving yourself a bow humbly as we do for ourselves. Love, love, love our bodies. Good, bending the front leg once again. Come into a gentle lizard pose, dropping the right hip for the floor. A heel toe the left a little out. Create some space, both fingers, hands inside. Lengthen. Good, you can stay right here. You want a little bit more. You can take the left hand, grab it onto the top of the left thigh and do a little twist towards the left. That all feels good. Then you can bend the back knee and see if you can grab onto the toes behind you for a nice quad stretch. Again, 100% of the posture, no matter what level you are at. It's all beautiful. And breathe. Good, slowly coming back to the center, heel toe back, and straightening that left leg again. Take an inhale, lengthen, exhale, melt, dive over the extended leg and breathe. Beautiful. Planting the left foot, right foot meets top of the mat. Take an inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold over. Shake out your head, no. Give it a nice good shake, yes. Maybe a little roll the shoulders away from the ears, down the back, and breathe. Fingertips trace up the leg, halfway lift, nice flat back. And exhale, fold all the way down. Good, this time taking that left leg back, dropping the back knee onto the mat, coming into that low lunge, other side. Good, breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, and then heel toe. Take that right foot out and place both hands inside to take that runner's lunge, leading with the heart, dropping the left hip forward, and find breath. Breath guides us, gives us strength and grounding. Good, stay here, other side. Do as you did. One side might be a little different, so find your place, find your way. Right hand top of the right thigh, or maybe reaching it up and taking a hold for the top of the left foot behind you to have a nice quad stretch here. Good. Slowly release that. And flex the right toes, leading up for the ceiling, and exhale, fold over, melt, dive, lead with the heart. Good, slowly release that foot down, and step the left foot to meet the right, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then heel toe the feet nice and wide. If you need something, you can put it underneath your heels, but coming down into a nice squat. Bringing the elbows inside to start to peel open, leading with the heart, lift the chest, let the eyes float closed and gaze. If that's not okay, finding what works for you, taking a little bit to our edge, and then letting the breath soften that edge for the last 2. 1, and change. Let the hips rise for the sky. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, and just walk back to a nice downward facing dog. And good, in this one, find a little stillness, firmness of the hands, all 10 fingers rooted, all pads of the palms planted, and breath. Good, and then drop to your knees and find a child's pose. Take the fingertips off the mat, give yourself a little massage. Love the space between the thumb and the pointer finger especially. Wonderful. Slowly bringing yourself to come all the way down onto the mat. Good, you can stay right here. And then start to bend the knees behind you. Good, and rock the hips a little bit from side to side just to release the low back. Getting ourselves ready for some nice backward bending. Good, and then one time though before we do, push back to a downward facing, child's pose to release. Good, just a couple of times like that. Rocking forward and pushing ourselves back, also cultivating some upper body strength. And forward and back. Good, last time, come forward. And bending the knees once again. Again, you can stay here 100% of the posture. If that feels good, then reach back. Maybe see if you can grab onto one toe and then maybe the other. Staying right here, bring the forehead to the floor. If all that feels good, then you can start to lift the feet up towards the ceiling, arching the spine, letting the gaze go down the nose, or maybe closing the eyes, kicking into the feet for the last 3, 2, and change. Slowly release, pressing into the mat, going back to just a puppy dog pose. Wag your tail a little bit in the air. Release the low back. Good, and then dropping it one more time down to the floor. This time just bend the left knee and reach around, see if you can grab onto the toe. Taking a nice quad stretch and bringing that foot towards the glute and letting that beautiful, beautiful stretch occur. Sending breath. Good, releasing that and just change sides. So the right knee bends, staying there. You have a strap, that is always another option if you can't grab a hold of the right foot or left foot. And breathe. I'm guiding the foot towards the glute. Using some bicep strength always to pull, taking it to your edge, sending breath there. Wonderful, release that. Come back to the puppy dog pose. A little wag of the tail in the air. Head push back child's pose all the way, heels. And the backside body start to touch. Good. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Puffing the kidneys, back of heart to the ceiling. Good, and change. Slowly come to tabletop push up, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, reach the right leg up for the sky. Exhale, bringing it all the way through, dropping the back knee for that low lunge. Coming into the lizard. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, this time maybe melt down a little bit. Forearms can come towards the floor. Whatever feels good in your body, do that. Slowly come rise. A little bit faster of a pace here, reaching back or just taking the top of the right thigh. And change, flexing the right foot up for the sky. Inhale, lengthen, melt, dive over. Beautiful, left foot meets the right at the top of the mat. Take an inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. And hands, this time right foot meets back of the wall. Coming into a low lunge, other side. Heel toeing left, hands plant. Stay here, awesome. Otherwise, taking forearms towards the mat. Finding a deeper stretch this time, second time around. Breathing deeply. Beautiful, coming to rise. Left hand goes around, maybe top of the thigh, or maybe taking a hold of the right foot. Good, find that juicy breath. The last one. And change. Good, flexing that left foot up for the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, dive over. Wonderful, right foot meets the left, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over. Take big toe pose. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take elbows, let them go to the other side. Rocking the weight slightly forward into the ball mounds of the big toes. Let your head hang heavy, drawing shoulders up and away down the ears. Wonderful. Heel toe of the feet out, heels in, toes out, descend for a nice squat, however it looks to get there. Find your own. And breathe, breathe, breathe. And then change slowly, heels lower to the ground and take your hips up for the sky. And then just find a nice comfortable seat. Taking the legs out wide. Take an inhale to lengthen and exhale, melt over. Reconnecting with your intention, that source of gratitude that you set at the beginning of our practice today. Holding that in your heart. Sending love. With every inhale, find depth. Good. Slowly rise. And then just let the legs come back together. Pedal at the knees. Good. Take an inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, fold forward. One lift of the heart. And one lower all the way down. Beautiful. Slowly come back. And take a reverse tabletop for a nice counter stretch. Lifting the hips up for the sky. Palms are faced behind you, facing towards your toes. And the heels, the feet. Good. A full stretch for the front side body, tops of the shoulders. Good. Maybe press the hips up one more time. And change, slowly lowering that down. I finished with the fire log pose, so again, you can always have just your feet crossed and then start to go forward, or you can take one foot on top of the other. The closer the heel is to the glute, a little easier. Your take, your choice. Lengthen, lift heart, flex feet, and then slowly start to melt forward over that beautiful body of yours. With eyes closed, send sensation, extra breath to soften. Just a few more breaths here. Going to the inside. Good. Slowly rise. Extend out both legs. Go pedal and switch up. This will be our last posture. So we're going in the depths of it, making it juicy and just delightful, even though it's a little tenuous. Find your place. Close your eyes. let the palms go towards the floor. And breathe. Feet flexed, protecting knees. Learning to be with the uncomfortable, finding inner strength to continue presence no matter what. This is our practice that we cultivate the physical, mental, the emotional. Delicious. Slowly come back. Letting that go. Pedal out the knees. And finding a comfortable seated position. Hands come to heart. Eyes close. Feel the heart to lift for the sky. Open body, open mind, open heart. To receive, to give, to love, to regenerate. We bow, we honor the teacher in me, the teacher in you, the teacher in all of us as community. We continue to just show up and learn and embrace. Namaste. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for you.